Okay, shalom, 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 family. I want to give call halal to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. We do so in His beloved Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So, lucky I had to go into my settings and turn on the invitation. There we are. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get straight into tonight's presentation. The brothers will be on in a second. Tonight we're going to be dealing with Matthew 18, rebuking a few characters that were very malicious and deceptive, just in the whole situation, just dealing with them. So brother's going to give their their experiences and their testimonies, things of that nature. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, y'all should see it now. I did it in the comments, so y'all should definitely be able to come on now. Y'all should see the link, the invitation link. Do y'all see it? Let me see. 1 second. I don't even put nothing in the chat. Okay, 1 second, family. Looking for it. Isn't in the description. No, it should be in a live comment. That's why. Hold on 1 second. It should be in the live comments, man. Hold on 1 second. Okay, shalom, shalom. Okay, so apparently I have to send it. So hold on real quick, Jose. I'm gonna send the link to y'all so y'all can come on. I gotta send it from another number. So 1 second. Uh Hey Jose, I just sent you the link. Click it and make sure you can come on first before you send it to Jose. Okay, there we go. Yep. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
Okay, I see it work for you. Okay,
Yeah,
can you send it? Can you send a link to Lamar,
yeah, fine.
the wall, so he can come on? Now I know how to bring y'all on here. I really don't use live. Shalom, sniper. Okay, so while that brother's getting ready to send him in, he finna send it to you, Lamar. He finna personally. Um, So, like I said, yeah, brothers are going to come on and give their testimonies concerning their experiences, the sins and things that they witnessed, everything from these brothers that's in the thumbnail. And, we tried to Matthew 18, Leviticus 5, Leviticus 19, and those brothers did not adhere to that. So, this is the aftermath, and we just go home in on a few things that need to be brought out. Thus said the Lord, thus said the Holy Bible. You sent it to him?
Yeah, kind of.
All praises. Um, you can kind of start narrating and give an introduction, Jose. I'm gonna mute up.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I guess I'll try to. I met Lamar, uh, watching some truth videos, battle axes, and we found out we kind of live near each other. We've been fellowship and talking. Try to be good brothers. Be there for one another, and just help each other out. So me and Lamar have been talking for a while, and he'll say when he comes on his piece. I just kind of want to like show you guys how me and him came to know each other. Ultimately, we decided to try to keep a feast day, or rehearse the righteous acts, and meet up with each other. I think it was Feast
Salakia,
of Trump.
Salakia, Salakia, Jose. He said he don't see it. Did you send it to his number?
Yeah, I sent it to him. It says delivered. It's in there.
Yeah, check your messages, Lamar. He sent it to your number. Go ahead,
Yeah, it's in the
Salakia.
message, not the chat.
Yeah, it's in your text messages, Lamar, not the chat. Go ahead, Jose.
And I was like, what, town's over. I'm gonna go meet him. Hit him up, see how you doing, and any kind of questions all the time. I'm not gonna say they didn't answer, but I would call him a lot. So uh, they told me, because I asked what happened to Maccabees, and we've been kind of bugging and hey, so what's going on? We haven't seen him in class, and when I met with Lamar, that was the first time I told him that Maccabees got suspended, and it was based off of some information that was only like I was only made aware of because how close I was with the captain. It wasn't something they were talking about. It was something that between us type thing, like this is what's going on. We're not telling the whole congregation, and no one knows to this day.
Oh, Salakia.
The rug.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Salakia. Go ahead.
No, it's good. I'm just saying that's something that got swept underneath the rug, and that's where I want to say where looking back, that's where you can see the keeping the secrets. You kind of see where it all started like developing into something bigger later on. Where at the time we didn't know that was wrong. We should have said, "Hey, like if someone's caught in sin, you got to like let people know. You can't just cover for them because that's kind of what Pharisees do. They cover for each other,
Exactly.
you know."
And then you know how you just said how it was a secret and it was told to you in secret. That's against Torah and Tanakh and the epistles. Why did you hide that somebody in your congregation that was supposed to be a so-called captain was in sin? But y'all outed Yaakov. He just didn't tell you about it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Lamar said he still don't see it. I'm confused.
It should be on.
Lamar, you not seeing no text messages in your text in your on your phone? Do he have two numbers or something? Or I guess Jose checking on that real quick.
Two people on there.
What happened?
Let's see if he sees it. I'm gonna test him real quick.
Okay, while he's waiting for that, I'll just fill in. So yeah, the brother was saying how he experienced the brother harboring, trying to get him to harbor a witness, and being a harboring witness to sin. And see, by him doing that, he made Jose sin. This is how you know these people are Pharisees and evil. The scriptures say Leviticus 5, Leviticus 19, Leviticus 5 say, whether you seen or you heard, if you don't utter it, you're bearing his iniquity. Now, the same iniquity that came on, and that's go come on him for smoking or doing whatever he was doing, you've been and had that come on him because you're evil and you told him to be quiet. Why y'all didn't even tell y'all immediate congregation. That's how I know y'all wicked. Because y'all have a persona y'all want to continue to portray. What happened, Jose? Okay, Salakia. Yes, Khan, y'all have a persona y'all want to continue to try to portray. That's why y'all didn't publicly announce those things. But y'all want to publicly announce everything else. Man, if somebody can't see that y'all are Pharisees, I don't know what the hell is going on. But everybody's not acting true. In actuality, everybody's not going to see that. Okay? I just did a class on that. It's some people just have to perish. Okay? Some people just have to perish. I'm gonna let these brothers go into it as well. Another thing brothers say he experienced. Um, Going over there for feast days. All they do is argue. I talked to one of their old leaders. Somebody left their camp. Well, a lot of people left their camp. And we know why. And we gonna get in that as well. When he can't join, you're at max. That's what I thought it was, Lamar. Salakia, Lamar. That's what I thought it was. So we'll just kind of rotate. That
God.
same link he sent you, that'll be the same link you come in. So when it's time for you to come in, just click that link and you can get added in. Okay, that same link he sent you. That's what I
God.
thought it was a max of two guests. But Salakia, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, kind of. I just get my piece out of the way. Like I did went over there and like I said in fellowship with him, 2 times. It was just certain things I seen that I didn't quite want to like speak up against because I didn't have an idea of how things are supposed to go.
Like
Kind of
what?
like
Like what?
kind of. I'll just start with like the very first time. The very first time, I mentioned to you, but I didn't tell nobody else before. The first time, I went. They told me to remove my beanie. You know what I mean? So
Kind.
that was the initial like that where that seed in my head was like so like is that like they told you to do something, but you can't find that in the scriptures. So I
Exactly.
want to say since then that's when that doubt or in my head like that thought was sown. It wasn't where they bear false witness against you. After the second time, that I went, they told me I need to remove my mitri because cover my crown. I just did it to go along with it, but that's something that was put on you, basically saying that I'm learning from you, and ultimately bearing false witness, saying that you're teaching people from his congregation that I'm lying, that I'm not being genuine when I say I didn't learn that from Dessa. It's just something that has been going around. So since the first time I went, that's been several months, like and I just want to throw that out there that since then, that's when I would wear beanies. I wore a beanie the first time I went to their class. I wore my head cover the second time I went to their class. So it was like a theme of ongoing, like this nigga still got his head covered. I know. I don't see it as a problem. So it wasn't something that Dexter put on me, and that's what they want to do is say, "Oh, Dexter put him up to this. He's using us and
Yeah,
calling."
put the easy blame, easy blame.
Yeah. So that's one thing I say. Like nobody's using me. I mean,
And
it,
Salakia, I mean to cut you off,
go
but
ahead.
real quick, because that's important. So for context, this is how the spirit works. So Jose came to me like days after I had made this video going into Paul. The video was called "Do You Follow Christ or Paul or Both?" Primarily going into 1 Corinthians 11. and I touched on head coverings and gave a proper theology behind that. I emphasized proper theology. Now, it just so happens that like a few days later, Jose hit me. He hit me up and he was like, I've been thinking about an experience I had, and he always alluded to things like this. He said, I've been thinking about an experience I had when I was down there. Now, the brother is very forthcoming. If Jose watched my video and told me he got a question or whatever, he would have told me that's what that was for, as he did in the past. The brother haven't watched this man work. He don't got time to just sit and wait for every new video to come out and watch. This wasn't inspired or induced by my video. I know they want to believe that because that's the easiest way to go. That's looking for somebody to easy blame, want to point their sausages at somebody else. No, and he said it bothered me because they told me to take off my head covering, but that's not in the law. And the brother not too familiar with certain scriptures, but he had an idea that we didn't have to do that. That was for a specific ordinance, specific reason, and that wasn't mandatory to be instituted outside of it being a law. It still wasn't mandatory to be instituted. First off, verse 16 in 1 Corinthians 11. But if any man is seen can be contentious, like they was trying to do, telling him to take it off, to him and to the churches, there is no such custom. They shouldn't even said shit about a head covering. But they're Pharisees. That's what they do. Um, so when the brother came on his live to kind of confront that whole ordeal, Benaniah bared false witness, and he said, Dexter like to take brothers and teach them, and he literally saying that because that he came to them, and he admitted that Yari bunk bed built ass. He admitted that in a conversation, and we got proof of that as well. He admitted that. That was solely off them thinking that I came in and I influenced him. I told him, "Oh man, no, you." I didn't tell him shit. He came to me with that, and he said it haven't been sitting right with him. Why did they tell me to do this? We not supposed to do it. This isn't mandatory. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, they going off, but they not supposed to." That's where all that came from. But Benaniah came on live and he said that I try to take brothers and teach them, and I had nothing to do with that. He also said that in conjunction with the brother Moses and Lamar, which is why he didn't want to give them their number. And I'll just say this and I'm done. He tried to insinuate, Jose asked him for Moses' number. Did he give Lamar Moses' number? And he tried to insinuate, he said, I just talked to Moses. We
Yeah,
good. That's exactly what he said. Now he tried
yeah,
to say that he's like real quick. He tried to say that to make it seem like he had gave him the number. That's why he said. That's why Yari said, "Oh, I just talked to him. We good." Right after he said, "Did you give Lamar Moses number yet?" He was asked for his. We talked to Lamar. He good. That bitch knows damn well that he did that to try to make him think that he talked to him, and he came on the phone still lying about it. Now we know what we talked about on the phone. He also accused us of recording him. Why didn't he just ask me if I was recording him and examine the matter? You see what I'm saying? You see how these
uh,
people don't practice what they do. You now? Do you think he? And then we called that out. Do you think he's? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. He literally tried to ignore it and act like he didn't hear it. These are the type of people that these brothers and we was dealing with. You know. Go ahead, brother.
yeah. I was just wanting to say, like, I told them, the whole reason why I'm upset, is that we are still being ignored. It's one thing when you say, oh, I've been busy, I couldn't get back to you, but they would just at least sorry for the most part will get back to us, not with answers, but reasons or excuses why he couldn't have gotten to us. It's kind of like, the reason I haven't been able to give you Moses notes because I sent it to the wrong Moses. Okay, that's great and all, but once you find that out, that you made a mistake or something, like, are you gonna like do the right thing, send it to the right Moses? It was just we just getting a bunch of excuses, and there's questions I asked him, especially about carrageenan. It's a type of Red Sea moss. So I asked him about if it was lawful, and that's why I was like, bro, you ignoring this because I've been waiting on this for months. It has nothing to do with Moses. I could live without Moses' number. In fact, I'm gonna be just fine if I get it or don't get it. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
Kind.
I don't need that. But that's where I was trying to tell him, look, man, you're ignoring us. You're ignoring Lamar when he asked you about his phone number. It's been months. Like,
Exactly.
and I'm gonna let Lamar come up here and just give his 2 piece because they weren't really letting him talk. It was crazy that he was on the phone call and they Yari wasn't letting him even like speak. And that's what I'm gonna say for now. I could come back on, but
Exactly. Salakia family, I was on a call. I was waiting to see how things would go. I had to make him shut his mouth because all he wanted to do is talk. He told, hold up, hold up, hold up. He called him. You should be all ears. You should be all ears and just ready to listen, like it says in James chapter 1, 18 through 19. Be more ready to hear than run your mouth. You have big ass wolf ears that you could have used to just be quiet and listen, but you wanted to run your mouth because you want to try to set a narrative. And let me say this, I'm very transparent with these brothers. I told these brothers how they potentially could be perceived. And let me say this, y'all do what y'all do on people who y'all think y'all can do it on. Because I sat there and listened, and y'all should hear how this brother sounded in that phone call. When he heard me on there, his heart dropped to his stomach.
okay.
His heart dropped to us, so you can hear it in his speech with his scary ass.
I'm about to hop off real quick, so Mark could get on here. I think I press X, right?
Yeah, go ahead and close up. Salakia, go ahead, yeah.
Nah.
Salakia. So Lamar, you can go ahead and click the link and come in. So that was Jose's short recollection of everything that was going on. Um, and it's also we went into depth on a little bit more depth concerning certain things on our on his Instagram and my Instagram. We're gonna have Lamar come up here, and Lamar's gonna give his spiel on his experience. Okay. But yeah, just flat out deceitful and wicked as I don't know what, man. Just flat out deceitful and wicked. You know, you seen I did the video rebuking the brother. Con Jose. You seen the video I did rebuke. Here go Lamar right here. Shalom, bro.
Damn it.
You seen the video I did rebuke. Here go Lamar right here.
Shit. Man, I got my wiggling nephew with me. Oh, this boy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, I closed it. Hello? Oh, okay. Well, like I said in the comments, I'm only going to ask you for a favor once. And if you don't do it, I'm not going to bug you about it, but it will let me know what kind of person that you are. Did you get me? You heard what I said? Oh yeah, con. Like I, I got my little rambunctious nephew with me yet again, so bear with me. Yeah, but it just like my eyes has been open for the past month or so about who they really are up in the battle axis. Like so, the members that you call your brothers and sisters or your your friends, they'll turn on you at the drop of a hat just like that for those so-called leaders in there. And I was sitting up there taken aback by it, like damn, like Salakias, my bad, but it's it just took. I was gobsmacked by how quickly your so-called brothers and sisters can turn on you when you have one little disagreement with the leader. In some, you know what I'm saying? So
For months. Do y'all know these people didn't tell me they love me not one time back? Nobody. Now, can y'all imagine that shit?
like that.
Imagine a whole church, you telling everybody you love them. And these people are so commandment keepers and they got the fruits of the spirit. One of the fruits of the spirit is love in Galatians 5:22. One of the fruits of the spirit is literally love. Y'all want everybody to believe that y'all got fruits of the spirit, but when somebody tells y'all they love y'all for months, not one person said back. And I know to other people might be confused at that family. It's because they was hating on me. It was because I had people being envious of me, which is why before I came along, family, damn near they whole camp was in the chat. When I came, everybody removed themselves from the chat because I'm more knowledgeable than brothers. It is what it is. So they despise that. And these are the curses. This is the evil eye towards your brother. Like it says Deuteronomy 28:64. This is how you know these people have an evil eye towards their brother. So you mean to tell me you hate and envious of a person that bad where they'll stop you from fellowshipping and being in unity with your brothers, other brothers for months? Man, people are some crab in the barrel Negroes. And then when
Where's
Jose was on the Salaki, go ahead. I'm taking too much time. Go ahead. Salaki, Brew, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, even when you was trying to give supplies and gifts to their camp, they said, "Nah, we're not going to take it. We're not going to take it." Like, why? It's there to help you,
Bring that
help
out.
your families and whatnot. Man,
Bring that out. Exact. And that's when my antennas first raised. When I noticed that they didn't take gifts, free gifts. Now this is like the scripture saying Romans 9. According to them, this was before I done any good or evil. So you can't say, oh, this before any of those things transpired. And you just no, and he kind of like said no in like a passively way. Like he didn't exactly say no, but it was like a dis and no, like, nah, I'm good type time. And you know why that is? Well, one, because y'all envious and y'all haters. The stuff I sent, you don't want people to say, oh, where that came from? Oh, that came from Dexter. Everybody being there touching stuff that came from Dexter. That's how these niggas think. That's how Pharisees and crab in the barrel people think. And then this brother also lied. I asked him about if he have a Facebook page. He lied and said he didn't have a Facebook page. He said his wife used the Facebook page to post content or whatever, and he said she do not have the password. I just checked a few weeks ago just to make sure before I came up here, and they just posted not too long ago. You cannot make this stuff up. Just liars. I asked him when that's also why he said he couldn't take the gifts. He alleged that he didn't have an address. Lamar, I found now this stuff just came out. I didn't ask Lamar about this. It literally came out months ago when me and Lamar Jose was talking one time, and he just was talking about how he had sent them a book and he had been sending them. I was like, you sending them? I thought they have no address. So you see how things just come out and these brothers get exposed, like I read in Ephesians chapter 5 and 11. So stuff just came out, and see, he thinks that nothing is gonna come to him because of this evil that he did. Because this is how people think. Because I used to think like this. Oh, it's just lying. It's not that big of a deal. I know it's a sin, but he'll forget. That's how these people. You gotta think that. You gotta think that. And you outside of you being a Pharisee. But it's sad. Go ahead, Lamar Salakia.
yeah, it is very sad, man. I just even months ago before I start like really opening my eyes when I was still with the battle axe, it's like I be looking at and not seeing like certain brothers and sisters not coming to any of the class sessions because I used to be in them mugs in every class every day trying to learn, and certain people just stop coming to the chat, and I be asking like, what happened to such and such? What happened to so and so? And then like they brush off like they're in wicked spirit and whatnot. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was like,
You serious, Lamar?
yeah. At first I was like, all right, I won't think about it. But now that my eyes are truly open, I sit and think like, why would they even say this to me?
And you see how they say that about really a lot of people and pretty much everybody, just to throw the blame off. Whole time it's them being wicked. And see, let me say this, not give you the floor. That's why y'all can't have nobody multiply until y'all church. Everybody that come there leaves, and they all sing the same song about y'all. It's time for y'all to start self-examining yourselves and stop blaming people. The brother that left y'all
Right
camp and
on.
went to it's like the brother that left y'all the brother that left y'all camp and went to Bishop Yetha. Guess what he said? All y'all do is argue. All it is confusion over there. Guess what was Jose experienced when he went over there? Arguing, confusion, baby mama drama. At the Passover, though? Y'all gonna do that at the
Wow.
Passover? Man, and y'all want us to believe that y'all house is in order, but y'all camp not even in order. Well, you keep hoping people believe that. Go ahead, Lamar Salakia.
Well, let's see what other point I was trying to get across. It was it's just a whole bunch of inconsistencies with everything. Like you said with brother Maccabees, no nobody is openly rebuking them, which in the Bible it says you're supposed to rebuke your brothers and sisters no matter who they are, whether they're a member, officer, soldier, or a captain or elder or whatever. If they do something that's against our father's book, we are supposed to openly rebuke them and let everybody else in the camp know what they did, and by the time they should return, they should have gotten that wicked spirit off of them.
Exactly. Exactly. But he wanna put Yaakov out the camp, and he's a yes man as well. But the truth is the truth. He want to put him out the camp for something that's lawful, just because he didn't tell you about it. But y'all want to continue to act like everybody, including Maccabees, is holy and righteous. Whole time y'all
Mm-hmm.
just decide y'all he go disappear, and every time somebody asks you about him, this people should have seen y'all was wicked off of that. Just wicked as hell. Tell them about your sister, Lamar, if you don't mind.
Oh well, my sister was up in the battle axis a while back, like I say about what 5 6 years ago, 7,
Con.
and she see well, she was telling me the same inconsistencies with those brothers that I'm starting to see now. And I did call her though, and the only thing she said was, "I told you, I told you."
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And she said, "I'm just going to leave it at that. I told you."
Wow.
Mm.
But and he's translation. All of the same things we're saying with the arguing, respective persons, yes man, picking and choosing. His sister said she's seen the same thing and she went for it. See, people like to come online and try to portray like this over righteous thing, but when you go see these people and deal with them, they're wicked as hell. That we literally just
Fine.
proved that. Look how Jose went there and these people arguing, fighting, cussing the can on. Maccabees smoking. I mean, and if you dealing with that, that's fine. But y'all try to act like y'all stuff don't stink, and y'all teach y'all perfect. I know all of a sudden y'all starting to recant on y'all saying y'all perfect because I've been wiping y'all nose clean with scriptures. Don't
Mm.
explain it now. Don't go trying to explain your perfection now. You said you was perfect. Stand hold to that because I'm proving how much y'all perfectly imperfect. Okay, but
Now that was a good one. That was a good one.
Con, and it, like we said, it's sad. It's really sad and it's scary. It's as if, like Brother Obed said, shout out to Elder Obed, man. Like Elder Obed said, if a crackhead is smoking crack in a glass see-through telephone booth, and he think that nobody can see him, he think me and Lamar and Jose can't see him, and we can see you smoking crack through that telephone booth. We looking dead at you. Put that pipe down and come up out that telephone booth. That's how the battle axis is spiritually. They think nobody can see what they doing. We see you. Why do you think nobody
Well,
can see you?
like it,
Go ahead,
bro.
Salakia.
I see them brothers as thus. Their camp is a concentration camp or a prison of sorts. There are the COs, the correctional officers, and if you don't tell them when you when you want to go like to lunch or something, you get put in a, just like with Yaakov when he took another wife and he didn't tell them about it. Like, what kind of crap is that?
Exactly.
Man,
Madness.
that's weird.
And
Like
and then
I gotta tell you every little thing I do in my life.
that's a
I'm
cult.
not married to you, you goofy bastard.
God.
Yeah, they act like they married to us or something. Like they the husbands and all the congregation are their wives or something. I'm like, mm-mm.
Right. And see, that's a cult. And yes, we understand that biblically, according to Acts 24 and 14, we are in a cult. But that cult is somebody that follows Christ. That's literally the context of that cult. And that's what being in a cult is. There's
Yeah,
other
that's the
cults that
good
doesn't
part.
follow. God, exactly. Now, there are other cults that doesn't follow the nature of Christ. That's what a heretical cult is, which is them. And these brothers are on point, and it's several other witnesses. Dude, I got a whole recording of a witness, just whole spiel on these brothers. But it's not really the time for that. And we already rebuking them orally. I'll save that need be. But these things got to come out. And so we
Hey,
kind of just
hey,
rotating between these brothers, spewing out these lies and these deceptive statements these brothers said. Go ahead, Lamar Salakia.
Salaki Brew. I was telling Jose this on the phone before you went live. Like, this how loyal I was to the battle axis when I was blind. I did not even look at other camps besides theirs. And today when I woke up, I was thinking, oh, I'm about to miss Sabbath class, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, I'm not in there no more.
Con,
That that's how loyal I was to those brothers when I was blind. But I'm through. I am done.
con. And you know what? Um, well, I don't want to reveal too much on here, but the Lord is going to replace everything that was supposedly lost, because it wasn't actually lost. That's why I emphasize supposedly lost. Um, and we just have to prepare ourselves. Like I said, man, it's situations like this in Israel. They're unfortunate, but everybody is not in the right spirit. We have ravening wolves in sheep clothing. We have seducers. And false
Thieves.
prophets, like it's thieves, liars, coveters, like it says in 1 Timothy 4:1. And let me say this as well. What I was gonna say, um, Yari, that brother right there, the Lord is gonna kill him. This is another thing. This also why they mad, family. So when I was in a chat, people would ask, "Can they eat mushrooms?" I seen them do it several times. They would
Oh
never
yeah, I see that.
exactly the witnesses. They would never answer the questions because they're pupils and they don't know or they wasn't sure. Now, rather than say that, they have a persona to portray, to continue to portray. So they just
Yep.
ignored the question. I answered no. Mushrooms are made from spores, not seeds. You can't eat those. It was two different, and this is how I know how cold it is. It was two different occasions. Some of the same people was asking, and I'm the only one who answered. He never answered. So you seen your false leader one answering because he didn't know, and that proved he didn't even go try to find out to know. This is how I know they were comfortable being in ignorance. It was too many times people asked you that and you ignored because you didn't have an answer. And the people in the chat, they don't want to who in their mind they like, who am I? We want to listen to Yes Massa. We want to listen to him. He y'all God in y'all. They y'all God in y'all eyes. And
Yeah.
that's another reason why they was hating because I formed a doctrine to a certain extent. Yeah, that's another reason why they was hating. Just imagine how many people in Battle Axis was eating mushrooms beforehand. Yeah, I know it. I
Mm.
know it.
Hey, I
Um,
was one of them, bro. I used to eat mushrooms until I found out that they were made with spores and not seeds. So I cut that shit out of my diet as well.
And all praises. And guess what? That's fine because Acts 17 and 40 said when we were ignorant, God winked at our ignorance. But now he called every man to repent. So you stopping from eating them, that's literally repentance. That's what repentance means, to stop and turn away from doing something. So you were ignorant because
Oh,
you didn't know. But now that you know, you changed your life. They tried to stay in ignorance. Me and Jose was just talking about that yesterday. That's where they have the problem about confessing sins and all that. That's fine. We can confess. But when you come before people and you try to act like your stuff don't stink, then behind closed doors, you want to act
yeah.
like you over righteous. That's where the Lord have a problem at. You know, that's where the Lord have a problem. And I had a few spills. Can if you don't mind, to give on two more people, Lamar, real quick. You don't mind?
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go.
Okay, so real quick, Berechiah is also in Battle Axis. He's in his 40s, but he have the mind of a 23-year-old. I repeat,
Mm.
Berechiah, cooking with Kaya. That's an inside Salakia. He's in his 40s. This brother's in his 40s, possibly can pass for his 50s, and he has the mind of a 24-year-old. I'm talking about Salakia, excuse my language, but he is the ultimate dick eater. All of them are essentially, but he is the ultimate one. And he's also somebody who have the arrested development, which is why he has the mind of a 25-year-old, but he's in his 40s. So, we have to kind of work with him to a certain extent. We can't allow him to just say ignorant things and do ignorant things, but we got to kind of work with him. But yeah, brother, you need to just stay in your place. You talk too much. We already know you wouldn't be trying to. You not on what I'm on. Nobody over there on what I'm on. So y'all just need to leave me alone. Um, and that'll be that. Donovan.
Yeah.
Now I don't do jaw jacking. So let me just say this. Now when I get to Texas, I'm gonna unblock Ratazak up with you to see where you at. That's gonna be our way of communication. That's how we're gonna meet up. I'm gonna unblock Ratazak, and that's gonna be our way of communication. You already know what we gotta do when I get it. Ain't even no jaw jacket. Now, and I don't want to say anything extra because I don't want y'all to press charges and potentially incriminate myself. Because a lot of people talk that talk, but then when they see it's something happen not to their liking, 911, talking from experience. And I know it. That'd be the best option for some people sometimes. And I ain't gonna trick myself off the streets. But it can be mutual. I told you Texas got mutual combat laws. Let's just go ahead and meet up. I'm gonna text Ratazak when I get there. We can get that out the way. It don't have to be nothing crazy, nothing fatal. Just a quick boxing match, and we got, for transparency, we got to get that feeling because he sent the passive threat. And see, brother, where I come from, I'm too traumatized and paranoid for you to play with me like that. You scared me. I'm scared. That's scary to me, you saying that. So let's just do that in love. And we can do that according to the scriptures. The scriptures don't say we can't do that. And brothers already know that. It's a lot of us that do it all the time. And we'll be out the way with that. So I just wanted to state that. And that's it. You won't hear nothing about that till it took place. You can go ahead, Lamar Salakia.
No, I said everything I needed to say. Don't worry. You go ahead.
Con, all praises. Jose, you still wanted to come back up here real quick? I think Jose said he wanted to come up here. All praises and the water for that, Lamar. So yeah, these are just a few shortcomings that these brothers experience, man, in this wicked camp. And hopefully brothers can reprove themselves. Con. Okay. Jose finna come up here and give something.
All
And
right. How
we'll
do I
move on
get
from
off
that.
of this?
You don't see N live somewhere at the bottom on the side? or X.
So orientation is locked. What the? Wait. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Leave live stream. All right.
Yeah,
The water
hit
for having me
the
on.
huh?
I said the water for having me on.
Oh, Con, the water, no problem.
All right.
All praise to the Most High. Now Lamar's going to come back on here, and he's going to give his spiel. He's going to give his spiel.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. Well, a couple of things, but the the most I would say not. I don't know if this is the most important thing, but this was on my mind. Um, we still gonna be doing the work. We still gonna, you know what I mean? Like all this is irrelevant if we in battle axes or not. Like this was just,
Con.
uh, we was with the brothers fellowshipping. We didn't go through the proper, how do you say, the vet, not the vetting, but the when the
Prospect
you know
phase.
prospecting. Yeah. So one of the things that kind of like didn't sit right also is like brothers treat us like we're in battle axes, saying we're battle axes, you know, puffing up the name, battle axe West Coast, when it was just really me and Lamar. You know what I mean? And to
And
keep it real with you.
and I mean to interrupt so real quick. And he used to say Battle Axis West Coast just to make it sound good, just to make it sound like they branching off. Y'all not branching off. Everybody that come, they learn about y'all, learn y'all wicked, and leave. That's why y'all got 12 members, and y'all had 12 members for years. And y'all can continue with them low numbers because y'all wicked and nobody want to deal with y'all. Everybody leave, y'all say the same thing. Romans chapter 8 says, if the God be for us, then who could be against us? So you can't blame nobody for y'all short. Oh, they because no, bitch. If the God was for you, when nobody be able to be against y'all, he would cover y'all. But the Lord is keep facilitating y'all downfall because he's not dealing with y'all. That's why the scripture said if God can be for us, then who can be against us? Can't nobody be against nobody that God is for. But that's why the Lord don't give y'all no increase. That's why everybody leave y'all camp. Y'all can't see that now. Benaniah, I see you looking dumb sometimes, like you just in a daze. I think you be pondering on that. You need to start re-examining yourself. Stop being a yes man. Jerball, stop being a yes man. You a child. I don't even take you serious, so you out of there. But go ahead, Salaki Lamar. I mean, Jose.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that like we're still doing the same thing we were doing. It's not like we got kicked out. We was never there. We left in a way because they didn't want us to speak out. So there was no reason to keep going back because I got blocked from the chat, so I couldn't tell nobody what's going on. So it's not like we got kicked out and I'm bringing brothers with me. It was just shit. Like I'm gonna just find another Bruce to congregate with. It was never like, oh, he not part of battle. I'm like, no, we was never part of battle axes. We just like to congregate with him, and that's just one thing I'll throw out there. Like, we weren't in a sense ever part of battle axes West Coast. It sounds nice, but they was never gonna give us a shirt. So like, why we even playing? That's really what I wanted to say because just how they kept Lamar thinking he was gonna get
Bring it
Moses'
out.
number for about a year. This brother been asking for fringes for over 2 years, 2.5 years, and
Mm.
$50 shirt is gonna deter me, even if it was more, but it'll be for a good cause. But we were never in the camp. And it's just something where it's posting about brothers we fellowshipping with. I just want to, again, I just want to make it clear.
Con and
Uh,
Salaki, and the reason why he
Go ahead.
emphasizing that is because he said he was quick to say I wasn't never in battle axes, and you don't have to be quick to say that. I know that. I reiterated that before you substantiated something. Ben and I had already said that. I don't want to ever. I didn't want to ever be in there. Especially when I start seeing the wickedness that you was doing. I didn't. That you said that like somebody want to claim battle, and nobody want to claim back battle axes with y'all low scholarly asses. Are you crazy? And then you tried to say Jose, tried to make it like Jose was in battle axes, so you can make it like somebody left y'all camp. No, Jose was never in battle axes. He kept a feast with y'all and gave y'all illiterate asses a couple dollars. That's it. It's somebody I know right now who have an open Passover. He invited me to. I can come anytime. Do that mean I'm a part of their damn camp if I go to their Passover? Absolutely not. It's called fellowship. But you tried to make it like he was in battle axe. So, oh yeah, we had this one brother. He left. No, you never had him. And let me say this, and I'm done. And the reason why your leg is the way it is because that's affliction from the Lord. I seen a video Yari put out saying a brother had the same cast on. It's because he was wicked, and that's the affliction from the Lord. And then he read Deuteronomy 32 and 39, where the Lord said, I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And you're right. That affliction did come from God. I hope you realize and understand that with Benaniah. His ass is wicked, which is why he got diabetes. And that's biblical. We all know that. That's not even being funny. Oh, Yari, I know you don't know that. You're a pupil, but that's biblical. The brother is wicked. That's why he had those atrocities. And Benaniah, you better be careful because it's very easy for diabetics to be more susceptible to being an amputee after they get fractures and injuries on the leg. So you better chill out for the Lord turn you legless. And that would be judgment. But go ahead, Salakia.
Yeah, I don't know if Lamar want to hop on real quick just for one last thing. I just want, man, because at this point all I could do is ask, but I kind of want to hear from him. It's like when remember that time you said me and Lamar kind of sound similar. I mean, not identical, but you remember we sound similar on the phone. So remember when Yari didn't know it was Lamar on the line, and I was trying to talk, and he thought it was me, Lamar. So when Lamar was speaking, like I just want to say how because Lamar said it well when he seen that they interrupt people and they don't let them talk, and I'm like, bro, like
Okay.
you remember when the
Yeah.
time you seen that video? So I don't know, Lamar, you want to hop on here and talk about the conversation we had where they said that y'all talk, and talking literally means I received a text message from Lamar
Yeah,
a couple
we stated that in the beginning. That's what I said in the beginning about how he tried to insinuate that when you asked of his number about Moses, how he said I talked to him. That's what I
Con,
trying to be sneaky. He know exactly what you were saying, but that was him trying to make it look like he had gave him his number. That nigga is the devil. Just the devil. Oh, and I also made them start working out. That's why, and they would come in class to Ben and I. Oh, I play basketball to stay in shape, and oh, I had to go to the yard. Had to go to the gym. Y'all wasn't talking like that before I started getting on y'all ass about working out, and y'all already having titties. Or talking about he a captain. That's why y'all said that. That's another reason why they mad. Talking about changing doctrine. I'm making them niggas put their feet to the plow. Yeah, and I know it. I know it. All praises. Yari, you would have been dead in times of antiquity. You can't run 5 miles without getting tired. You can't chase nobody down. You obese and overweight, and you're clinically obese at that. So you would have been dead and set, especially the type of time my ancestors was on, dude. You would have been dead. And that's just the reality of the matter. Stop sitting on your PUSSY all day, and start working out. Start putting your feet to the plow. See, everybody want to have these positions, but nobody want to work for them. All three of y'all was literally placed in a position because y'all friends. Nobody ordained y'all for them positions. Y'all put yourselves in those positions. And he talking about everybody ordained by God. I bet you can't show me in the scriptures God ordaining you. You can't show me that. Y'all are hypocrites, and I can honestly say I don't want nothing to do with y'all. I need to warn people about y'all. Y'all are dangerous. Even like Jose said, how what about the other potential people that come there and don't know who they are? That's literally what the brother said. I said, hey brother, That's all of the Lord's plan. However, you know what I mean? We can't, it's plenty camps out here that's like that. You know, we can't save everybody, you know what I mean? These things are gonna happen. These things are going to happen. It's nothing we can do about it. And this is why judgment is gonna be 10 times fourfold on people that facilitate and solicit these false teachings and these bad hermeneutic ideologies concerning scriptures. Go ahead, Jose Salakia.
Lamar, chiming is because he's a big factor in this, and a lot of the times no one wants to hear his end of the story. It's just like, let me tell you why I didn't lie. And that's all he did. That's all the reason why he already caused. Let me tell you why I'm not lying, and interrupt your guys' conversation, because like we are right now, we were talking, all three of us, and he had no respect, at least to our conversation, where he's calling us, where it wasn't about let me try to settle. No, it was just more like, let me just tell you I wasn't lying, and I just want to say that and balance. Like, I don't care if you're listening. Let me just get this out of the way, and I'm gonna go on and leave. And that's what it was. It wasn't about fits and nothing. It was just, I gotta explain something to you, and I got it off my chest. It ain't repair anything. Um, he wasn't trying to let Lamar talk. That's for damn sure. That's kind of why I was like, man, nobody knows what Lamar's saying, and that's why I think it's funny that right now they'll probably like be surprised by this, because they never let him talk. They do too much damn talking, but I'm not trying to be long winded either. So that's all I really wanted to say.
And yeah, and that's why I was on the call roaring on his ass, because I know what type of spirit he's coming in. He don't want nobody to hear what he's saying. He don't want nobody to hear the deceit he trying to come with. I tell myself, oh, I got proof. You ain't got yourself nothing.
Yeah.
But high cholesterol. It's like, go ahead.
No, yeah, that whole I got proof thing, man. Like, I'm gonna get off real quick. And Lamar want to comment, it's cool. If not, we just keep on pushing. But I wasn't buying that, because you know the whole reason I became so obsessed, because I talked to Lamar. Like, Lamar, showed me and talked to me, so I already knew what this proof was. The proof they talked was basically he received a text message from Lamar, and that's them talking somehow. He didn't reply. He
But
just received a text message.
exactly. But he said that after you said, did you give him the number? So he
Yeah,
literally tried to be deceptive and deal with you falsely to make you
yeah.
think. You people don't have no fear of the Lord, man. You people don't
He is.
have no fear of the Lord. Let me say this, I'm done. Priest Bach did a class like a month ago called He Say, She Say. Everybody need to watch that. I even watched it. And I'm talking about everybody and emphasizing battle axes. I watched that, and a lot of stuff applied to me. The whole video applied to battle axes. Y'all need to watch videos like that. He hit everything dead on. Shout out Priest Bach. Oh, how could you let me forget about Priest Bach? Oh yeah, battle axes. Y'all tried to lie on Priest Bach too. When we was in the chat confronting brothers before everybody was blocked or whatever, you tried to lie and say Priest, like gesture. He gestured towards the chat and tried to act like Priest Bach was in the chat, and like he was like, oh, he said, oh yeah, even Priest Bach said that's correct. Bitch, Priest Bach said
Even
he don't even
Priest
talk to
Bach
y'all.
said, yeah, yeah.
Priest Bach say he don't even talk to y'all. Benaniah, Yari, Jerubal. Even though Benaniah only said that, Benaniah with your lying sick ass, he said he don't even talk to y'all. Stop trying to make it like he's siding with y'all. And yeah, you seen you got that phone call too. Yeah, I know it. You got that phone call. Yeah, mention somebody else's name and they ain't say what you said. With your lying ass. Lord, go kill your ass. Go ahead, Salakia.
Yeah, nah, that I want to say that was crazy. Just throwing people under the bus so effortless. It's like a common practice, because
Kern.
I got thrown under the bus, and I just got an evil spirit because I'm saying I'm upset. Yari's lying. Oh, get that nigga out of here. Block his ass. Like, literally, I got that, but we got Edomites, being disrespectful. Um, and they get to come up on there multiple times. Literally, I didn't even say a bad word. I didn't even say anything for anyone to say, "Oh, this brother got a spirit." No, that's called damage control, and you do that to cover shit up once things are going haywire. But
like Lamar said, they tried to protect any little bit of integrity they thought they had left.
I must hop off. Let's see if Lamar want to say any last thing, but I'll hop on if you need me. But I'm out of here. I'm just gonna give him a chance.
Con, the water. Yeah, Lamar, it's in your text. It's the same link that Jose sent you. Con, it's in your text. Yeah, man, this is ridiculous, dude. He lied on Priest of Bark trying to act like, yeah, that's how you know these people devils. And he gestured towards the chat to make it like he was actively in a chat, and he said that. That's literally what he did. Like, even Priest of Bark, and he gestured his hand towards the chat, trying to make it like he in a chat. You are a demon. Oh yeah, and also, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. I remember it. But yeah, he said, okay, Con. But yeah, he tried to act like Priest Sabak was in the chat. Priest Sabak wasn't in the chat. That's how I know you are very deceptive. That is crazy. And then he tried to say that because Lamar was watching, he thought he was watching me. He tried to say, Sakari just put out a video about head wraps. That's what you had to get that from. Now, this is how much of a coward Benaniah is. Sakari didn't put out no video of no head wraps. He was talking about me, but he was trying to say I adhere to their doctrine or I teach the same thing. So he was trying to compare us as one. And look how he just threw Sakari under the bus. You see how wicked these niggas. That's why the Lord ain't dealing with you old people, man. He is not dealing with you old people. Y'all, we gonna get you. We get. So like we go get y'all out the way, cause y'all are distracted. But if it's like it, but if it's nothing else, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. We coming up. Hold on one second. Okay, Salakia. Yeah, but if it's nothing else, we will go ahead and close out. I want to give call halal. If those brothers don't got nothing else to say, nobody else got nothing else to say. I appreciate you brothers for coming on, Salakia. Hold on, real quick. Okay, Salakia. Yeah, nobody else got nothing else to say. We'll go ahead and close out. We coming right up on an hour. Man, I just hope everybody, listen, family, we have to start holding our brothers accountable and stop being yes men. If we see our people doing something wrong and they look like, and they come in the spirit of, oh, we go push this up on a rug, go tell that brother that. And if he on some, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, run. Get away from him. He's a Pharisee. Okay? And these brothers are very low level in scripture. I just cut Ratazak and Benaniah and other people in their camp and several scripture. And I'm not saying that to boast, but I'm saying it because they too proud. They need to be humble, and they have been humble, and they will continue to get humble. But that's why that's why y'all can't get numbers multiplied to y'all. Y'all want to find everybody else to blame. It's you. It's you. You're the problem. You didn't figure that out now. By now, everybody leaves saying the same story. Like I said, the scriptures say Romans 8, if God be for me, then who can be against me? So you can't blame nobody. God is not for y'all because y'all have sin and y'all keep turning and tuning y'all nose up at it. The Lord is not dealing with that. And y'all are under delusions because y'all can't see it and y'all don't want to deal with it. You know, I got to stop talking about it because it's really infuriating. But I pray the Lord continue to deal with y'all. I pray judgment come on y'all. Oh, and also, I thought this was hilarious. These brothers, let me tell y'all how the Lord worked. These brothers was wishing death on me going into the Passover and after the Passover. They were trying to do it passively though. Do you know during like a few months later, a few weeks later, the Lord killed somebody in their congregation, and that's what his ass get, and that's what y'all. The Lord said, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm in 1 Chronicles 16 and 22. So you think that you can speak on somebody who really ordained and anointed by God? You better not. And guess what the great thing about being anointed by God? You know what the great thing about being anointed by God? Because you're anointed by God, man don't get to tell you you're not anointed by him when you're anointed by God. Ooh, I know it. And I walk and I live and I embody that. That's why. People ask me, how you able to have the wherewithal to do, why? It's because I honestly believed in my head. I honestly believe in my head that when I speak, the Lord said he will give me words that nobody can naysay. That's what the scriptures say. I actually believe that. And I carry myself like I believe that. That's why I'm able to have the wherewithal. Because all it is jealousy and envy that they coming with. That's all it is. Now all of a sudden, Benaniah one time about covenant. You hold on. Your whole chat disappeared when I came into the chat. And when I came back, they left because they was mad I was more intellectual than them. The whole damn camp. And now you want to say that's because of me. And I never was proud. I was never boastful. I never said I know all the precepts. Y'all feel like that. And y'all project it. That's why when Jose said, hold on, can Dexter come on and y'all conversation and he get some scriptures? And he's, and Benaniah said, if you think he got more precepts than us, what? When did Jose didn't say that? When did I say that? But you know why you said that? It's because you subconsciously feel like I have more precepts than you. That's why you said that. Out of the mouth proceedeth the heart. Mark 7:1, Matthew 15. People go say what they really feel out of their heart, which comes out of their mouth. And this is why these brothers said things like that. You really just expose yourself. And all these words y'all trying to use and put on people, contentious and covetousness, I swear to God on my dead brother, I know y'all can't spell none of these words. That's what's crazy about it. I wish we can do an event and we just put random people on the spot to spell words. A lot of you niggas will get y'all ass embarrassed. Bad. I think about, you can say that's something crazy to think about, but I only think about that with people like, I said, man, if you catch these people at a feast or an Israelite event and was to put them on the spot, and reiterate some of these same words they be hurling and using loosely, these people will be lost. I know you can't spell them because you barely can pronounce them. Talking about this whole time I've been saying Yari and people in his camp jealous and hating me. Now all of a sudden I got the covetous spirit. Man, get out of here. Stop playing. Like Jose and Lamar said, you're just saying shit just to say it. And it was clear. They can clearly decipher and discern that you was just saying things just to say it. And it's sad. And you know what? Because I'm real, I got to say this and I'm done. Once upon a time, I did really want to join Battle Axis until you guys revealed yourself. Now, I'm glad you guys revealed yourself before I got deeper in the situation and y'all would have turned me into a crash artist for playing with me. Okay? I'm so glad that this was revealed beforehand. And not down the line. And that's what I told those brothers as well. Okay. It was something else I wanted to say that was important. It was so much stuff that I wanted to get out. It was one more thing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to remember it. But yeah, man, y'all putting y'all attention in everything else but what y'all needed to put it in. It's about 6 people in y'all camp that has arrested development. Abraham is diagnostically remedial. Razatok is diagnostically remedial. The dude that come on that got a little whisker beard with that looked like Dr. Seuss, he's a diagnostic remedial. Who else is diagnostic remedial? His brother, Razatok brother, diagnostically remedial. And no disrespect to him, he never did or said anything. I'm sure he's been a yes man as well. But I give him a little break because these people really aren't all the way there in the head. But I mean, y'all, and all those, and I say that because all those things can be reversed. Talking from experience of a brew I used to deal with, those things can be reversed. But you got the Lord, you got to be in the spirit, and you got to be studying, and you got to be building your brothers and sisters up. I swear to see. Let me say this, and I'm done. Jose, he surprised me. It was a person that he brought to me for a dialogue and debate, and he got his head tore off the bone. But Jose, when I was going to answer some questions, Jose would come in and answer them, and he would be saying the right thing. I said, "Oh yeah, you sneaky intelligent nigga. You surprised me." And I say that to say, I got some other brews that will take anybody in Battle Axis and demolish them in a debate. But I honestly think, for the most in certain subjects, Jose demolished certain of y'all, a couple of y'all as well. Yari, Brian G demolish you because you are the lowest of the most lowest. Brian G, the Christian apologetic, he will demolish you in a debate. I'm telling you. I debated him, and he wasn't hard for me or nothing like that. It's just some of the questions he asked. Y'all don't deal with those questions. That's why I say that. Those type of questions. Oh yeah, and y'all don't debate. And let me say this too, family. So I never. This is my first time literally saying this ever. So before I came to Battle Axes, they weren't debating. They was just doing question and answer in the chat. It was dry and dead like it is now. I came along. I facilitated them starting doing debates. This is also why everybody was hating and envying. I'm painting a beautiful picture. When you watch this whole video, I know you understand. When I came along, they started debating. Before they wasn't doing that. And I would hop in these classes for these debates. They on my channel. Now, Yari come on the channel. He wasn't hopping on no debates no other time. Now, all of a sudden, I come on. He want to bring his dump truck built ass on and start acting like he want to do debates now. I noticed that, but I said it's cool. After my first debate I did with them, all y'all Barakaya did was come on at the end and throw his hands up and cheer like a cheerleader and say, yeah. I mean, I got the video saying he looked so stupid. You could go back. All he did was throw his hands up and cheer like a cheerleader. He looked so stupid. You can go back and see it for yourself. I got the video. I was gonna bring it up, but it's not even worth it. And you know why he did that? Because that was his way of saying, oh, look, I'm an officer. I can come on too, even though I don't debate because I have no knowledge and my knowledge is limited. I just want to come on and show you I'm an officer and I can come on a chat if I want to come on a video as well. And he did that because I was semi-new at that time. So he kind of probably felt like he was shunned on. This is how you know these niggas are crab in a barrel niggas, man. Jose said, Yari will say this ain't the place to debate. They also bear false witness on me about wanting you guys to debate. Exactly. Jose didn't say nothing about wanting to debate with y'all. He said a few scriptures to go over. And y'all didn't want to do that because y'all know what time it is. Which is why, Benaniah, you sent me Romans 16 and 17 after I told you after you said you're not dealing with that. Then you sent me Romans 16 and 17. Okay, and I responded with a scripture to Romans 16 and 17. So for you to bring your black ass on that live and act like I was just hitting you up, did you block me before or after you texted me? Why you trying to act like I was bothering you? You texted me and I responded to your text. So why you went on live trying to act like you had to block me because I was just hitting you up? You text me a scripture and I responded to it. You blocked me like I said in the chat and you purposely didn't respond to it. I said you blocked me because you know you can't F-U-C-K with me. That's why you blocked me. And it is. That's why you blocked me. So you mean to tell me that the brothers can come on and they can be yelling at you, trying to debate like I seen dudes do? That's contentious. They can do that because you believe that you go get the best of them in the scripture. But with me, you know what time it is. So you'll just throw it off and say, oh, too contentious. Nigga, stop playing. It's so easy to debunk y'all. Stop playing. You a clown. You are a clown. Yari, you wicked as hell. Jeroboam, you wicked as too. You a yes man. I'm talking about Battle Axe Arkansas. Yeah, y'all gonna be saying Battle Axe Arkansas for years with no damn members. Battle Axe Memphis. Where are y'all Memphis members? Y'all been saying Battle Axe Memphis. Where are y'all members? Because people leave because they don't want to F-U-C-K with y'all. Y'all, that's why y'all trying to hurt Battle Axe West Coast. Y'all just want to make it sound good. Y'all don't want to hit y'all. Them brothers trying to get shirts and get up moving and get the camp going. But you know why y'all didn't want to do that? Because y'all want to make sure y'all had them brothers in y'all fingers before y'all did all that. You want to make sure you be able to control those brothers. Bitch, don't play with me. I've been in this truth longer than some of y'all. 10 plus years. I know how people think. I know how they operate. Oh yeah, and he's saying Brian G. He don't even know why. And then Jeroboam talks about, I ain't gonna block you. So you talking about you ain't gonna block nobody, but you block Brian G. You are a clown, my boy. You block Brian G because he probably was asking you good questions. If you can't deal with it, just say that. Just say that. And they openly admit they don't debate, so it's no folly. But they still get on camera sometimes and talk like, bro, everybody says in Israel and everybody knows that Battle Axes are the most low-level camp, and everybody in the camp is as well. Which is why y'all have people in y'all camp, Deborah Gardner, who I just cut up and shredded, talking about something. The dead in Christ has already risen. When the scriptures say in 1 Thessalonians 4 that when the dead in Christ rise, Christ will be in the sky killing people simultaneously. So I'm confused. Essentially, so Christ will be, that's upon his return. So you know she out of here. Raza talk. And it's several situations I could have reacted and destroyed y'all, but just the ones I just got hip to. Raza talk talking about the Levites can touch dead bodies. The Levite priest can touch. I mean, I already did a reaction to that. I'm just illustrating how these people don't know anything. Ain't nobody learning nothing over there. Everybody been in the truth for years over there, and they still don't know this stuff. So what are y'all learning? Y'all not learning nothing. Y'all just being yes men and paying them people bills. That's all that's going on over there. That's literally all that's going on over there. Okay. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna take up too much time with this foolishness. Um, a certain way. I guess he corrected somebody said Khan. But but yeah, man, this is very, very sad. This is very sad, and you people are evil. And then these brothers said after they left, they got to see how evil y'all really is, and I know it. That's what happens. That is what tends to happen. And all praise to the Most High. And let me say that Jose, they probably watching right now too. But they probably because this how slow they is. Oh, let me say this. If I forget, don't let me forget about let me forget to add about them watching. So Barakiah, I got a screenshot of Barakiah subscribed to my channel, my Dexter channel. Now he'll try to act like he not subscribed to me or nothing, but this how slow he is. He don't know that you can see your subscribers. Exactly. Oh, con on that, Jose. Con on that, Jose. He don't know I can see my subscribers. Now this. Now he can't delete the video. He can't delete this unsubscribe because then I know he's seen this video, which I'm sure that he will anyway. Okay. So now he'll be stuck just to stay subscribed. So we go see what he go do. Cause if you ask him, he probably a lie. If I wouldn't have said that he'll lie and said this type of people you dealing with, he'll lie. Oh no, I'm not subscribed. Yes, you are. I can see. Yes, Lamar. I'll send you the screenshot. I will send you the screenshot after this. He subscribed to my channel, just straight fanned out. What does it mean when somebody that don't like you watch everything you do? It means you're a fan and you secretly learn from me. I know it. Good boy. Good boy. You need to learn from me. And I say good boy because you have the mind of a 25-year-old. And you wicked and prideful as hell. I know it. You want to keep up with the Jonesies and see what I'm doing. Fans. And it's sad, Con. Oh yeah, and Razatok said that the Levites had to be a certain way going into the temple. What does that mean? A certain way? If I and see, that's how I said in the video. That's how you know he was watching something, watching me, and repeating what he heard. But his brain didn't collect all the data. His memory full, because there ain't a lot of storage in his memory in the first place. You know, no folly, but yeah, man. And you know what I noticed too? Everybody over there got the same spirit. It's a lion spirit over there in Battle Axis. People like to lie. Like I said, Barry Kai, you asked him, you subscribe to my channel? He would lie. This man probably rather die. He rather die than admit he subscribed to my channel. If that ain't pride, I don't know what is. Just wicked as HE double hockey sticks. You know, and it's sad. Jose said when he went over there, and I know how niggas is too. Oh, let me tell this too. Before I say that. Oh yeah, and Donovan, he also became wicked and had pride up there when Jose went up there because he got put on his PUSSY, playing basketball, trying to be tough, and got put on his biscuit, got put on his PUSSY, which is what he is. And the brother Jose tried to reach out his hand to extend to lift him, help him up. What you think he did? Ignored him and got up. Pride. That's your brother. Let your brother help you up. They teach you that in sportsmanship. But he has pride. You see what I'm saying? And I'm glad you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm sorry. I don't even want to talk like that. But you ain't seen nothing yet. But that's good. Hold on. Here go Jose. Yeah, he got shook. He got shook, Lamar, literally.
Hey, shalom. Yeah, I just got a comment on that. I just want to know. I mean, I missed if I missed anything because I got out the app. But you talk about Donovan right now.
Con.
here probably place that screen, you know, like a cook. It really did happen, like flying off, and I kind of like I got pushed back a little bit, so it took me, it took me about a second to catch my step because he fell on the ground, and I was trying to reach and try to help him up. He got up real quick, and I understand, you playing, but it was that type of like, damn, like I don't even want you to see me. I felt fucked up because I wanted to like reach out, my arm and be like, bro, I got you, like let me help you up. But I don't know if right then and there he realized like, damn, I'm a big ass dude. Like I don't know if I heard his pride or not, but
Oh yeah, you
everyone
heard his
told me like
pride.
no one's seen fall like that. And I was just like, damn, I was trying to help you up, but I see that's kind of fucked up. But that's neither here nor there. People play sports, so we kind of get a little bit, how you say, carnal, especially if you're trying to, overpower someone. So
Con.
it was something that, like I could see like he didn't, obviously no one's gonna want to get, blocked, and basically some shit like that happens when you think you gonna, straight through make the shot. But it was just one of those things. I was like, man, like you didn't give me I wasn't even allowed the opportunity to be like, show my brother like, hey man, let me help you up. You know what I mean? To knock you down. But if I was like, if the shoe was on the other foot, like I'm trying to charge the brother and I'm on the ground, that's how I started feeling fucked up. I was like, damn, bro, what if I got hurt and no one helping me? You know what I mean?
Con,
Like I
exactly.
would make sure he's good. And I know he plays sports, but we playing basketball, and he didn't know like he'd fall and fall off me, or I don't know. He ran into me. He bounced off. I don't know how else to explain it, but
Con, he
you
ran into
know,
a brick wall.
yeah, that's basically what happened. And
Ran into a brick
I don't know if
wall.
he was kind of mad
Cause
that
he
he
fat.
wasn't
He all
expecting.
fat.
I mean, we all big, but I was hoping to at least help the brother. And that's what I'm saying. Like that did happen. I wasn't too happy with that, but he's younger than me, so I can't expect him
Exactly.
to be,
He a
oh, bro.
child. He a child. Let me say this. Jose sent me a video of a performance during that feast, and this character was in the feast, and he was in the back, and I seen his face, and he had his face scrunched up, mad, looking mad, mean, like somebody just did something to him and stole his money. He was looking mad and mean. And see, I used to do that too when I was a child. And see, children do that to try to make themselves be perceived as a certain way around other men. And that's just a sign of insecurity. And that comes from him being raised in a single household with his mama. He probably looked just like his mama, shaped. I know he shaped just like his mama looking at him. So these are the things that happen. He's emotional. And see, I don't want to get carnal, family, but I just moved it. Like me, I'm not saying I would have asked him this, but see, stuff like that, and that's worldly, because things like that, when people did that in the world, hey man, you selling that mask you got for sale, that mean mug you got, you sell it, I'm buying. If you selling that, I'm buying. And see, you can laugh and play, but I really stood on that, because seeing a lot of times from my experience, um, people will make their face like that to try to sell something. Then when you push up on them, you find out they ain't like that at all. And that's why they make that face, because it's a defense mechanism from being insecure. I used to do it too at 18 and 19 years old. That's why I'm telling you what I know. Just like how Jose said he used to be a hater. This real talk. Me and Jose talk about how he used to be a hater all the time. This is how he able to point out characteristics of hating and how he know that's what they was doing on me and other people, literally. And I said, damn, man, I ain't never seen nobody confess to being a hater. Boy, you just broke a record. And of course it's millions of people out there that are. It's just something that people not gonna be comfortable with confessing. But I'm like, if it's in your past, so what? You know what I mean? um
Uh,
but yeah, man, this ridiculous. Also, Yari, I posted pictures on my story. His wife, now he's supposed to be a leader, an unlearned leader, and his wife is on Instagram, bent over with her ass tooted up in the air with a short skirt, almost exposing
now
her pants.
that's Facebook,
On Facebook, Salakia, what I said?
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram, Salakia. On Facebook, I mean, Now he's supposed to be a leader, and when somebody go and check his page, this is what they're gonna see. That's a stumbling block. What if the person that joins your camp, checking out the page, looking at what brothers are doing and stuff like that, and he runs across that? Mind you, he already struggling with a lust spirit. When he see that, what you think that's going? You know why you don't think like that? Because you're not in the spirit. Okay, and you're not circumcised in heart, and that's idolatry. You want to have pictures of, oh, look what life I used to be in. Oh, look at me with my homeboys throwing up gang signs. Look what we used to do. This is where I come from. That's idolatry, according to Ezekiel 13 and 14, because it's a stumbling block. But he don't know the scriptures. I know he didn't even know that existed in the scriptures. And Khan, and it's sad. And nobody around them love them, so they not gonna tell them this. But that's all I got to say, man. It's something else I wanted to add. I might leave it in the description when I think about it. But I ain't had nothing else to say about these fools. If y'all did, y'all can go ahead. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and shut out.
Nah, that was it. I just want to say, we still gonna be congregating.
Of course. We already been have. Since all of that, man. We done already had 2 debates, 2 dialogues. I mean, it's of course the motion keep on going. Follow me on Instagram, y'all, for postings about street teachers and stuff like that. If anybody interested, everybody already know that know me anyway. And yes, the work must continue, and it's go continue. I'll say this. Another thing, they jealous of the work that I do and I've done in Israel. And that's why I say, where y'all at right now, y'all would never do the amount of things I did, bro. And I say that humbly, and I say that because y'all are envious. And y'all don't have no place to talk. The scriptures say, he that have experience have much wisdom and knowledge. So that's why I said in my last video, if you ain't never been on no podcast, if you ain't never been to several states, not one state, several states, preaching the word, you need to sit down. And actually, I'll just name 2 things to be minuscule. And learn to adhere to somebody else. It's okay to listen to people that's younger than you. Okay, you read the scriptures, you would know the Lord not even dealing with y'all old people. He is, but y'all people who understand the theology of the scriptures, I don't want to get too deep into that. But we know who the Lord said he would wake up first, okay, and use as a tool to go from the 4 corners of the earth all throughout the earth. Okay, not saying it's limited to young people. The Lord is dealing with everybody. Okay, I'm just being hermeneutically correct. Okay, that's all I had. Anything else, Jose?
Nah, that's it. I just want to come in for the last part. You got it.
Con. Okay, I want to give call hello to Yahweh Shem Yahweh shall we do so in his beloved son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Until next time, family, shalom. I hope everybody learned this, took something from this video and is attentive about it. And continue to strive and endure in righteousness and abound in this truth, like the scripture saying Philippians 1 and 9. Until next time, family, shalom. I'll hit you up, Lamar. I'll hit you up, Jose. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man.
Come, man.
Shalom.